it's just not good to try to compare yourself to the Joneses.
Yes.
Because now, or the Kumalos, the Daminis.
Yes.
Because you find yourself now not living in your own path or walking in your own
Exactly.
path or your purpose.
Right now, you might be in a bad situation, but you gotta understand your vision don't have to be where you are today. You can see yourself have a path for success. All have a path, and each of our paths is unique.
Oh, what we speak.
You gotta begin to look in your future, even though your present is messed up.
Right.
You gotta look at your future. You gotta look in your future and see all the possibilities.
You have to be optimistic. Let's chill. Hello, hola, bonjour, sanibonani,
Namaste. What up, Chaplain Chillers? It's your boy, Coach LJ, your supportive friend. Yes, I got my lovely wife back, my awesomeness, my business partner. She is in the building. The one and only Lady Caesar's in the building. Thank you. She is back this week. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I took a
Let's
break
go.
last week.
Let's go.
I made Coach LJ go solo.
Solo, yes. You ready for another Empowerment Friday episode of Chilling with the Chaplins?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Today we're going down 2024.
Yes.
Okay, we getting ourselves sorted.
Yes, we're getting ourselves
Like
sorted.
we're starting strong.
Yes.
So we're getting our sights on the future with 2024. I don't know what you guys have planned, but I wrote down my goals. I had a really nice session over the weekend with a friend who's also facilitated a 3-hour session. We'll have as a guest in the near future. And we were you're writing down our goals. And when you write it down, oh my God, they come to life.
Yes.
And we had like moments where we had breakaway sessions where we were able to share it with other people. They even come more because you know what we speak.
Yes.
And you know what we're going to be talking about really is a good reminder of the scripture Habakkuk 2 verses 2-3.
Yes.
Like write the vision
make
down
it plain.
and
Yes.
make it plain.
Yes.
So if you have not written your vision down, hopefully this episode will be a reminder for you to go and do it before this month ends. January is actually a month of people who do resolutions, which we are against.
We against, yes, because nobody keep them.
Nobody keeps them. By the end of January, nobody's doing it anywhere. And somebody made a joke actually about this, that at the gym right now, everybody's signing up. Everybody's losing weight.
Man, they
come end of the month.
This where they make their money. And then February, they still making money because you ain't going no more. So the gym is empty, but they still making your money.
Right? So we want to move away from that, and we want to say, let us write down goals. Let us have goals, because it's important to have goals. And you know, there was one reflection that I had actually while we were doing that session, that my 2023 wasn't so great because I didn't take the time to write down my goals
and reflect on, so that you can reflect on
right
it.
And
we talk about reflection all the time.
Right. And when she had this in the beginning of the session, she made us reflect back to 2023. And I was like, oh, I couldn't even remember my wins. I thought the whole of the year was a shamble. Why? Because I didn't have anything written down.
You didn't write in your journal. Yeah.
You know, so...
Because I know 2023 really hit us.
It hit us.
So it really...
Because we didn't do like that stretch session of writing things down and talking about our goals and what 2024 should look like. Sometimes it might not turn out to be what you have written down, but at least you have direction.
Yes.
You know, it gives you direction. So this episode is actually for you if you've been thinking about it.
But it's also for us.
And you know, I'm just saying in general, if you've been thinking about and writing down your goals and you're procrastinating, thinking of, okay, it's important to have those goals down. So what we're saying is you need a vision for success.
Yes, you need a vision for success. You need it. 2024
will be the same as 2023 was if you don't have a vision for it.
Yes. A compelling vision.
It doesn't even have to be compelling.
Yeah, no, it have to be.
But
I believe
my point is, because people's goals are different. But sit down and write something that you want to see at least come to pass in 2024 and also work towards it. I think that's where compelling comes in.
Yes, compelling.
Because compelling is a big word.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
so work towards it. The point is, don't just write it down, but have a plan.
Yes.
We always say, make them SMART goals, where they have to be, simple, measurable,
achievable,
relevant,
time bound,
and time bound. So you have to put in like a date to say, okay, by this date, this is what I would like to have achieved. It might not happen on that day. It could happen a month later. It could happen before, a month before. Mm-hmm. But the point
2 months before.
Absolutely. And you know what? You're putting it out there.
Yes, in the universe.
In the universe, to God.
To God, to the heavens.
Right.
Yes.
And I believe so much in that you have to manifest your future.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to speak it into the earth.
Even the Bible tells us we are what we speak.
Yes. And don't be afraid, because
you speak it into existence.
Yeah.
You're not going to wait for pastor or prophet or bishop to do it for you. You yourself have the ability to speak your life into existence. So let's make 2024 greater, bigger, and better. Let's make 2024 unforgettable. Let's make changes. Let's not want to be in the same spot we were last year or the year before. Let's shake things up and not be stagnant anymore. You're the only person who can change your life.
Yes, you're the only
Nobody's going to come and rescue you. I thought people would come and rescue me last year. Nobody did. Not even my husband. Oh, hello. So you got to rescue yourself, girl. You got to rescue yourself, boy.
Yes.
Now is the time. So let's talk about this. But before we go into it,
I would like to say too, because you was doing all that. I mean, you was going in.
All right.
I would like to say, 2024. This is your moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's very important that you embrace it, and when you embrace it, you got to begin to embrace it without fear, and just go take action.
Absolutely.
Like it's again, I love one of the favorite scripture, and I said it last week. The kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and the violence take about force. It's up to you to.
And that's
take
why in Africa we like to say by fire, by force.
By fire, by force. You got to go in and you got to take it by force. This is your time. This is your moment. But guess what? You got to take it by force.
Absolutely.
But again, it goes back though. When you have a vision, when you're able to see clearly where you're going, you're able to go. You're able to know what direction you want to go in. You have a roadmap, and to go in and take it by force. Without a vision, you don't have a roadmap.
My people perish.
Yeah. My people perish. Without a vision, my people perish without a vision, because if you don't have a vision, you can't go in and take it by force, because you don't know where to go.
You don't know what to take.
Yeah, and that's why and even if you don't know where to go, that's why we encourage you to get a coach, to get a mentor, so that the mentor can guide you and direct you, because it will help you not to hit the mistakes and hit and going down the wrong path.
And that's why I mentioned what I went through this past weekend, because it was necessary for me to bring that up, especially when you're talking about this, because we want the chaplain chillers to understand that we are not just sharing this with you guys and not doing it ourselves. We always say to you that we are especially the Friday episode, they are empowering episodes. That's what we're all about, self-empowerment. So we're empowering ourselves as well as you guys along the way. So we don't want you to be left behind. Mm-hmm. If you see us prosper, you must prosper too.
Yes, you must prosper. We can all win at the same time. We can win all together.
The pie is big enough for all of us.
It's big enough.
Before we jump into today's episode, we just want to say welcome to anybody who's taking us out for the first time.
Yes.
We appreciate you joining us. Hope you like this family and stay.
Yes.
And also, it would be nice for you to press the subscribe button, okay, while you're at it. And then also press the like button. Right now is the best time to press that like button. It helps us with the algorithmic. And also do write a comment, whatever that we talk about that you feel, resonates with you, do write it down so that we want to hear what you have to say. But also to the returning subscribers, our family members, thank you. Welcome.
Yes,
thank you, Chaplain Chillers. We love you. We appreciate you. We know that we are nothing without you. We are here because of you guys.
Yes.
So on that note, also do remember to subscribers again. Share it with your friends, enemies, and any strangers or whoever, just share, okay?
Yes.
And
let's blow it up. Let's share it.
Let's make 2024
a big one. A big one, yes.
A growth year for this channel.
Especially if you love us and you like what we giving you every week. Yeah, share it. No, don't be afraid to share it.
Yeah, let's grow together.
Let's share the love. Share the love.
Absolutely. So let's jump into it. 2024, visioning your path to success.
Yes. Yeah, because that's, like I said, you have a path. You have a path for success. We all have a path, and each of our paths is unique. Yes. Each of our paths is different. Each of our paths, and that's why it's very important not to focus on other people's path, because their path is their path. And so the path that you're on right now, you gotta go down your path.
But also when you focus on other people's paths, you find that now you start comparing. And they say comparison is
the thief for joy.
Is the who for what? Is the what? Is the what?
The thief for joy?
Something along those lines. Got me confused for a second. Yeah, comparison is oh my God! Now
the thief for joy.
It's not the thief for joy.
Okay, what you want to say? Comparison.
Oh God! Oh Lord! It's something along what he said. Okay, but it steals our joy. All right. Yes. Thief for joy. What?
Yeah, what? The thief for joy.
Thief of joy.
It's still your joy.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still your prosperity.
Anyways, it's just not good to try to compare yourself to the Joneses.
Yes.
Because now, or the Kumalos, the Delinis.
Yes.
Because you find yourself now not living in your own path or walking in your own path or your purpose. You're trying to live other people's purposes. Listen, I'm always reminded of this thing that people would say, that if you see other people getting their blessings, it's probably because they ordered probably like fish, like light meals in a restaurant, and you've ordered steak. And steak takes time.
Yes.
So your order might come in later, but guess what? You got the biggest meal. You got the tastiest meal. Okay.
Yes.
So don't look at other people. Don't look around and think, why not me?
Why not
me? Your time is coming. As long as
you're
working towards it.
It's our time. It's our time. Yes. Because.
So first of all,
one thing I want to say about the comparison, I want to add too. We say don't compare, but it's okay to inspire others.
To be inspired.
To be inspired, or aspirations of what someone else is doing, but don't compare their journey with your journey. Absolutely. But it's okay to inspire, to like, okay, you know what? If they could do it, I could do it. To desire, certain like aspiration. Like, you know what? If they can do, because sometimes, and we're gonna talk about this later. So let's go ahead.
So first of all, we spoke about vision. So what is vision? Understanding vision. I like I said, I always reflected back to Habakkuk 2:2-3. That's the scripture, like write the vision down. It's actually, and you can only get to know what the vision is until you write it. No, okay, you know it in your head, but until you write it down, then it can really come to pass per se, So what is a vision, and why is it crucial for personal and professional growth? So what's your take on that? Why do we need to have a vision?
Well, a vision is the power of anticipating the future.
Right.
So you are anticipating what can be. And this is why you want to have a vision, because
it's almost like faith, right?
Yes, almost like faith. It's almost like faith, because you're envisioning the possibilities of what you can be. Right now, you might be in a bad situation, but you got to understand your vision don't have to be where you are today. You can see yourself making millions. You can see yourself owning 10 chains of restaurants or 10 chains of stores, or having
the key word is you have to see yourself.
You had to see yourself. You had to see yourself doing it. You had to. It's like you anticipate the future. You had to see, like, even like with whatever it is. Maybe you might be struggling having children, but you had to see that you're gonna have children. Being a parent, you got to see it. It got to become real.
One of the questions that came up when we were doing our vision mapping was, if money was not an issue. That is like, what?
Yeah, what would you do?
What would you want your life to be like? Because sometimes when we even write our visions down, because we have so many limiting beliefs that we think that, oh, but I can't plan a trip to Dubai because I'm earning so much. I can't own a Lamborghini because we limit ourselves. But the question was, if money was not an issue, how do you see your life become? Or what would you like your life to become? And I'm like, whoa, this is a big one.
Yeah.
Because you have to see it.
You had to see it. And because a lot of times, because the limiting beliefs can happen, and you can start doubting yourself, like, okay, you know what, I can't own that.
For certain
it's
people.
probably for certain people. I don't deserve that. And so you had to see yourself. You gotta get in that position to see yourself doing the things that you want to do. Even though you might feel like, I don't have the education, I don't have the knowledge, I'm in the wrong neighborhood, I'm on the wrong track or whatever it may be. But you gotta see, you can't see your situation with negatively. You gotta begin to look in your future, even though your present is messed up.
Right.
You gotta look at your future. You gotta look in your future and see all the possibilities. And it's tough too to be optimistic, begin to see your future when you want to be.
Your rock bottom.
Yeah, when you're at your bottom, it's tough because it's not easy to begin to anticipate what you want to be, because sometimes you be going through so much trouble and so much drama. And that could be a distraction. But I love this because even Hebrew chapter 11 verse 3. Yeah, I love this because it's saying, one of my favorite scriptures is Hebrew chapter 11. It said, through faith, it was framed by the word of God. And so it's through your word that you can create what you want to see. It's through faith, even though you can't see the possibilities.
Right.
Even though your present is all jacked up. You went through hell in 2022. You went through hell in 2020, 2023, 2022, 2020, COVID. You went through hell and you're still strong. You still haven't came out of COVID. You still haven't came out. But it's saying you can create the life you want, even though you're in a bad situation, but you can create the life you want to become. Yes. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. And so what are you speaking today? And this is why it's very important to have a vision. Because when you can have a vision, when hell breaks out,
right,
that vision is the only thing that's going to allow you to get back up. It's going to allow you to keep fighting. It's going to allow you to keep pushing. It's going to allow. This is why I get up every day. Why, even though I'm like, you know what? I don't see the results right now. But guess what? Because my vision is so strong and so big and so clear, I see where I'm going. I mean, God been showing me dreams and visions since I was a child. Everything that God been showing me, everything haven't came to pass. But it's so, and I believe so strong. I know it's gonna happen.
Absolutely,
I know it's gonna happen.
It's all about belief as well. Yeah. You gotta believe it for you to see it.
Yeah, but a vision is anticipating the possibility when there's no possibility.
That's a good word.
Seeing the possibility when it's impossible.
Even when it's possible, because sometimes you can plan for things that are materially possible or even spiritually possible, whatever. But it can be possible.
It can be, but I'm talking about you got to anticipate the possibility, even when it seems that what I'm gonna say. You gotta visualize the possibility, even when it seems impossible.
So in other words, nothing must stop you from
from seeing the future, vision. I like this.
Dream big.
And so just like with go back to Joseph. Joseph, when he had a dream and he told his brothers about the dream, and so and this is another thing too, because we feel like, oh, I can't sell my dream because there's haters out there. You know what? Regardless, if you tell a dream or you don't tell the dream, you're still gonna have haters. So you still to tell the dream, because guess what? They can't stop what God has blessed. I'm going back to scripture. They try to curse the children of Israel. Aesthetic. God cursed them, God blessed them. So I don't care. If you don't tell the dream, they're gonna talk about you. If you don't tell the dream, they're gonna talk about you. So regardless, your mama just like, yo, because why? When you see the vision and then you tell the vision, guess what happened? You are manifesting.
And that's what I spoke about in the beginning.
You are manifesting.
As we were sharing our visions, I could feel my vision come to life. So on that note, I want to know your one vision that you have for 2024, just one goal that you like, if I accomplish this, then 2024 would have been a successful, just one.
Yeah, one goal. I talked about it last week, and this the main goal that I'm focused on is, the main goal I'm focused on is the cohort, the 30 before April. That's the goal, to help inspire entrepreneurs to launch their business, inside and like I said, we offer it inside the 6-month mentorship boot camp. If you're an inspiring entrepreneur, you need help, you're struggling, you don't know how to start a business, you don't know nothing about business. We said join the 6-month mentorship boot camp so that you know how to market your business, you know how to research the business. Hey, don't get into business not understanding, because it's gonna cost you later. It's gonna cost you later. It's gonna cost you a whole lot more later than what you're paying now. So I'm saving you. Ignorance. Yes, you pay for ignorance, and I'm saving you a lot of headache. A lot of time. I'm saving you from paying a whole lot more later than what you're gonna pay now with joining the 6-month mentorship boot camp. So like I said, what it will cost you, to pay either $297 for the quarterly or $997 for the annual today, what would it cost you in the future to like, oh man, it's $997. Oh my God, I want to start it. $297. Oh man, call it up. I'm telling you, you're gonna save some money. But yeah, that's one of my goals. Another thing is just to launch the book.
I said one.
I know, but I got two. Launching a book. Launching a book as well as the cohort. You're
trying to be an author like me?
Oh yeah, I'm not. I'm already an author. I'm a co-author, but I want to be an author by myself, like my wife. Yes, and it's already done. I just got to finish it up, and so that I can start promoting it and get the copyright. But yeah, that's my two main goals that I'm focused on this year. That that I'm manifesting.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I thank you for supporting me, and like I said, buying the book when it come out. Yeah, I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and share it.
Yeah, and my goal is I'd love to own my home.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my focus in 2024.
Yeah.
Having our home.
Yes, but how you gonna get there?
That's what I'm working on how to get there.
Yes.
Because some people will be like, you don't have a home yet? No, because
we renting.
Having a home in America, let me tell you, it's like job hunting.
No, not in America, in New Jersey.
Oh, in New Jersey.
In New Jersey,
it's like job hunting. It's like,
but yeah, it's job hunting and throughout in America, but the courses or whatever is different in different states.
I'm just saying, it's not easy. It's difficult. So,
yes.
And they require a lot of stuff. So yeah. But I think we hadn't put in a lot of effort in it. So, but this year, by the end of this year, I want to have that name on that deed.
On that deed, I agree with you. That's a goal as well. But the cohort, because these things is gonna lead to the next goal. So some of the goals that I have.
It's my goal.
I know it's your goal.
This is what I want to see by the end of the year.
Yes.
Of course, there's other means that I'm working with that will bring that goal. Just like how you created your curriculum and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That will be part of the cohort.
Yeah.
For me,
I
just want to have a place that I call mine. Okay.
Yes.
So, in other words, I think our example is good. You can have a business goal or vision, and you can have a personal one.
Goal, or professional goal,
or professional.
But it's up to you to craft your vision. You have to start crafting your vision. Crafting your vision is by having a vision board. How many of you in the chat that's watching? How many of you have a vision board?
Because you not necessarily just a one that's practically like. That you cut out stuff. They've made vision boards.
They got Canva now.
They've made vision boards so much simpler now.
Yes.
Have you done your 2024 vision board?
It's on paper.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go and see. And here's the thing with AI or whatever, it's easy now to do it. And so if you got ChatGPT, I'm talking about ChatGPT again. But DALL-E 3, you can create vision boards with DALL-E 3. So that's where I'm gonna use DALL-E 3 to create my vision board. Create what I want. But it's on paper now. I wanna create it with DALL-E 3.
There's actually a session that I'm going in next Saturday. I hope it doesn't clash with my schedule, my work schedule, because it's a vision board a session. Yes. Because I like to do it with other people.
And I would like to say too, because we were thinking about this. If you would like to see us do a vision board an episode, you want to see us do a vision board using DALL-E 3, let us know in the chat. We would definitely do the vision board using DALL-E 3 so that you can see how we
Are you able to share that?
Yes, I can share. We can record it, and then I can share the images and share what we do. I can record it and probably I could use 2 phones so that they could see. I mean, we could use two
cameras.
2 cameras to show us as well as to show the screen.
Right. So in other words, it's important to craft that vision. It's important to visualize it, to see it, whether it's digital or it's physical or it can't just be in your mind. Mm-hmm. It has to be tangible. And I wish I had my phone with me because I'll show you the one that I have on my screensaver, which is my vision board. But of course, I'm also like next week, I'm going to have a session where I'll be learning how to do one that's just going to be up somewhere,
because sometimes, that was last year. Sometimes, maybe it's like I said, your vision had changed, so it probably had to update it.
Who told you what last year?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Anyway, let's continue. So, by crafting your vision, you're defining your core values, and you're envisioning your future. Like I said in the beginning, that when I was crafting my vision goals, it made me see what 2024 would look like. So you envision your goals and to see if they align with your specific goals. I mean, you envision your goals to see that they align with your future. Mm-hmm. They align with who you are. Mm-hmm. They align with your plans.
With your plans
as well. Yep. And then.
Yeah, and they align with, because a lot of times too, because you begin to see like, okay, you know what, who you need to be with or be a part of. Sometimes people might have to leave out of your life for a period of time. So by crafting your vision, you had to be specific, but you had to know, okay, who need to be in my life, or who I need to kick out of my life for the period of time. So
reflection. Yeah. It helps you to reflect most definitely. And to see what truly matters. Because I remember this one guy was saying, through the session that we did, he realized that he spent too much time scrolling on social media.
Yeah.
And that's a big time waster, instead of focusing on his goals. And hence, that's why his goals are not being achieved. Because majority of the time, he's just
scrolling.
Just scrolling. So when you sit down and write things down and reflect, then it makes you truly understand or see what matters and what doesn't. And the beautiful thing is that also find a way to look at it, look at every aspect of your life.
Yes.
So you look at your financial aspect. You look at your personal.
Personal.
You look at your
relationships.
Yes. You look at your
career goals, business goals,
business, and
fitness goals, spiritual goals,
bucket list as
your
well.
Bucket list, yes.
And I'm like, yes, bucket list, because that helps us balance things, right? Because we were looking at, I want to achieve this, and we forget to have fun. We forget to explore and enjoy this world that we're in.
Yes.
This is the heaven on earth.
This is the heaven on earth.
And we have to create it.
Yes, we got to create it. It don't make no sense to work and then like, I'm gonna get my heaven. No, when I go to heaven, I'm gonna get my mansion in heaven. No, man, you can have on earth. Who said you can't have it on earth? I can have my mansion on earth, man. I'm not gonna be living. I'm not gonna be living all this life, and it's short.
And working so hard.
Work so hard and not enjoy it.
One life.
Yeah, one life. One life to live.
And so we should make the best out of this life.
And here's the thing too about reflection and writing your goals down. One thing I do want to say about that too, because the reason why you want to write down your goals, because it sticks. It sticks. When you write
anything that you write down.
Because when you're speaking about it, your mind forgets. Don't trust your mind. Don't trust your mind. So that's why when you write it down, and it allowed you to see it, everything. That's why going back to scripture, write the vision. Yeah.
Make it, but there's something magical about pen and paper.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like frustrated with this new generation where they're typing generation.
Oh man,
there's something magical about just writing.
Yeah. Even like they don't even curse anymore. Yeah. But something happened, and this is why, it continue on. It said, write the vision, make it plain, so that when you see it, you will run towards the vision. When you see it, so that's why you need to write it down. You need to be clear with your core values, the thing that you want. Be specific. That's why we give you these SMART goals, and being specific and measurable. So you write it down so that it stick. It's sticking to the thing, and so that when you see it and you keep rehearsing your vision, you keep saying your vision, you keep speaking your vision. So every time you see it, you running towards your vision. You're running towards your vision. Say running towards your vision.
We don't preaching that. And when you see it, it helps to overcome now the barriers.
Yes,
like I said earlier,
with the social media,
if you don't write it down, it doesn't allow you to then reflect.
Yes,
it doesn't allow to do introspection.
Yes, or evaluate,
and and then you start procrastinating as well, because you don't have like
these all the barriers that destroy your vision.
Because now you don't have a roadmap.
No.
And I think that's where I went wrong in 2023. And that's why I'm so determined to change it in 2024. No more procrastination, no more stagnation, no more saying I'm gonna just do.
Do it.
Do, right? So that you can overcome these things and you can see your vision come to life. If so-and-so can do it, you can do it too.
You can do it too.
We can do it too.
Yes, you could do it too. Yeah, and so even like with my wife, she had a problem. I didn't have that problem because I was doing the things with I'm playing. But the thing is, like we talked about before, when you're doing something, you're being consistent. Sometimes it takes time to build a business. We always talk about it takes 5 years. So, so it's about being consistent and
he likes throwing me under the bus.
I'm just saying.
I'm also just saying.
I'm just saying though.
When you see a wife under the bus, always know that it's me.
No, that's not true. But I'm just saying though. But here's the thing though, because I want to say, because we was consistent even like with the videos. We didn't really like with the episodes every week. We still came to you every week, even though it was tough for us in 2023. It wasn't, it was tough for us. But every day, because it was a bigger vision. It was a bigger plan. I knew that, we got to keep going, even though we don't see the results. Even though it's tough right now, we got to still upload and still do it, because like I said, eventually it's going to happen for us. And so, yeah, even though
So even when things get tough,
Yeah.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing because this is why.
Have you heard of something that says push, P-U-S-H?
Yes, push.
Push until something happens.
Because here's the thing. Because the reason why you want a vision, right? Your vision is your why statement. The reason why you want a vision, because when the trouble comes, and we don't let you know the storm's gonna come. The storm's gonna come. The trouble gonna come. But guess what? I loved it because Jesus said the best. He said it best. If when the storms come and you don't have a strong vision, right, you're gonna melt like sand. But if you got a strong vision, when the storm come, when it start beating, you know, when you start beating against you, you're gonna be able to stand upon that rock. You're gonna be able to stay strong. Because why? Because I'm telling you, trouble. David, he said it. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, it's made for you to walk through the valley. It's made for you to walk through the storm.
Preach.
But you gotta remember, but your vision gonna allow you to walk through. Why? Because David's seeing that, you know what, my God is with me. I know I'm gonna get him out of it. Why? Because he said, I was once young, now I'm old, and I never seen the righteous forsaken. No, that was his vision. That way, things gonna get better.
Right.
It can't rain all the time.
Summer must come.
Yeah, you got 4 seasons for a reason. You got rainy season. You got winter season. You got 4 seasons. I know there's some places.
But then some people,
it's nice all year round.
No, but some people put themselves in a winter or a wilderness because of, like what you said in the beginning.
Yeah, a procrastination.
Not even procrastination is one of the biggest ones.
Yes,
but also not seeing themselves out of it.
Yes, you're right.
You speak yourself out of
you're in your head too much. And for a long time, I know you overthink. For a long time, that was me. I can relate. That was me for a long time. I overthink things. I was in my head so much. You know, and so I'm like, you know what? I can't do that. I'm not the best speaker and all this kind of stuff. I was in my head for a long time. I knew the word. I understood. I knew where I want to go, but I was just in my head for a long time. Me, this introverted a little bit.
Thank God for your wife who pulled you out of that.
Yeah, thank God for it. But thank God for my wife, because again, once I began to understand, like, yo, you know what? You're not going to be liked by everyone. It's okay. It's okay. Look for you. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter how you sound. Guess what? Because the people that's for you, they're going to like how you sound. And we want to tell you, the people that's for you, they're going to enjoy everything about you. So get out your head.
Absolutely.
Yeah, get out your head.
So what are the tools and techniques that we can share with the chaplain chillers in enabling them to actually craft a compelling and clear vision for 2024?
Again, the thing is, we said vision board, mindfulness practices. How I go through it's scripture reading. Scripture reading, praying, things. These is mindfulness, so that I'm like, and when I first gave my life to the Lord, one thing I seen, God told Ezekiel to eat the word. So it's just by eating the word, so that every day that I understand, I eat the word, I eat the word, I eat the word. Now it gets to the point, I know the word so much that when trouble come my way, I'm like, you know what, I'm coming out of this situation.
You can regurgitate it.
I'm like,
and
yo,
use what's in there.
Yeah, what's in there. I'm like, because I'm like, yo, what? This ain't nothing. This little thing that I'm going, you're like, look, David said, this uncircumcised Philistine is no match for me. And that's how I see my trouble. I see any situation I'm in, like, man, this ain't nothing. Because you know what? I just got to go through it. This is my learning season, or this is my season that I got to go through. But guess what? I'm going to come out of this situation.
Absolutely.
Why? Because my vision is too big. Yeah. And I always say, I'm not dying. I'm dying empty. I'm not dying full. And so I'm like, yo, I got too much in me.
Yeah.
To give up.
But
I got too much in me.
Other practices, I think they also mindful practices.
Mindfulness, writing it down,
journaling.
Yes.
there's this author, remember Miracle Morning author?
Yes.
Hal Roger, I believe. He's come up with another book, which I'm going to be purchasing. And now it teaches you on how to. I love the how to's. So reading self-development books, that also helps. And listening to them helps as well.
I would like to add something too that just came to me. Staying busy.
Well, you can stay busy.
I'm just saying, but you're right. But staying busy doing it. But I'm saying staying busy doing the right thing, occupying your time, so that because
but also you need to rest.
I know you need it.
I want to say, like last year, I stayed so busy. Yeah. But I accomplished almost nothing.
Yes.
And I was exhausted. Mm-hmm. So I want to say balance.
Yeah, balance. But I'm not talking about staying busy where you're not resting, because we got to have a balance. I'm talking about staying busy where there's no time that you could think about your situation. Idle time is the devil's workshop. You give the devil an inch, he would take him out. So this is why I'm saying staying busy to with the thing that you want to do. Find
attach yourself
find
to
occupation,
people.
Exercise and whatever. Go to the gym
and attach
or
yourself to people who are where you want to be.
Yeah, join the community.
Or heading to where you want to be.
Yeah.
Network, socialize with the right kind of people. Move away from naysayers.
Yes.
Like have a mindset that's what do they say? Not a narrow, but a
focused mindset.
No, I knew I was gonna say something wrong. I knew it.
Not a narrow mindset, but I know what you're talking about. I get you. I get what you're talking about.
So be
a why.
Have a strong why as well. That's not what I wanted to say.
But I'm talking about a why, not a narrow mindset, but a why mindset.
Wide.
Why. WIDE.
Wide. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a wide. But my point is just try to change things that you see. Reflect back and see, this is what I did wrong in 2023. Mm-hmm. How do I now change it so that it takes me to the right direction? Mm-hmm. Because you have no one else to blame but yourself. We have no one to blame but ourselves.
Yes.
That's why it's important to do an introspection. That's why it's important to sit down and do goal setting, and because that helps you to introspect. That helps you to look back and think, okay, I messed up here. I'm going to correct it this way. Course correct.
Yes, course correct. Yes, I agree. Course correct. So these are tools when you talk about joining, and this is why we want to, shameless plug. If you want to connect with like-minded individuals, you're welcome to join the community. The next opportunity in the community where you're able to grow, where you're able to connect with other like-minded individuals, and participate in the lunch and learns and the masterminds. And we do have a mastermind coming this Saturday during the time of this recording. So the next day we will start our mastermind at 1 p.m. on the 21 Immutable Laws of Leadership. So, this is how we grow and develop. So, we always say, my thing is helping creative individuals overcome fear, gain confidence, and achieve remarkable results through guidance and support. So we say connect with us, join the community, and let's grow, because these are techniques that you can use to stay focused and to compel it, because maybe you don't have a vision right now. But when you get involved with other like-minded individuals and you see their vision, it inspires you to do more and to be better.
And it's always good to align yourself with like-minded people, because that's what inspires you to be better, to do better, because you're like, I can do what they're doing, and if they can do it, I can do it too. But also, if you have any stories that you like to share with us, on how you have set out your goals, on how you plan to you're planning out your 2024, do write in the comment section and share with us. We want to know how you're planning to just
achieve your goals.
Do this 2024. How are you planning on doing this 2024? Any inspirational stories you can think of people who've just inspired you? And set goals. You know what comes to mind? It's the Serena Williams' father. That man had a vision.
Yeah, he had a vision. And even like with myself, I have a vision. Even with my children, I know I have a plan for all my children. I know, all my children. I know exactly what I want each of them to do. I have a plan.
So since your plan is not in action yet, I'm talking about people who have made it, who have done it, who have implemented it, and I think Mr. Williams was one of those good examples.
Yeah,
who knew and planned for these girls before they were even born, like you. And when they came, he implemented that plan. And today they are one of the best tennis players.
Yes. And he knew that Serena was gonna be the greatest, better than Serena's, because Venus was the starting block.
Right.
She had to go through all the bumps and all the things so that Serena was really the role was easier for her to go and take it, because she seen her sister before her and what she had to overcome. So and
I think another story that I like to share is with Oprah Winfrey as well.
Okay.
She's a very inspirational woman in many ways. Yes, of course, nobody's perfect. People will find faults in you. But if you look at her background, how she was brought up by her grandmother, how she went through rape, and now one of the most richest women in the world, and have multiple businesses in different sectors. That's inspiring.
Yes, that is inspiring. Another one I would say that's like, another inspiring story that I like to say is my mother. A person.
You like to bring it home.
I know, you got to bring it home. Sometimes you got to be realistic. It's people that's.
What you mean realistic?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying people that you actually seen. And some of the stories. Sometimes people that that you seen, been through a lot and
Tell
overcame.
us about your mother.
A person that worked in the forest, limited education. On welfare. Struggling, and to take care of family, to take care of her home, and living on food stamps, renting, all the different things. When we was younger, and it was a struggle, but she managed she managed to take care of the home, and then from there, to own her own home, her husband, owning her home, and then starting her business with limited education, starting her business, and
other people would have been afraid, like how am I going to count when I even went to school? How am I going to do this?
How am I going to do this? And so, but she always had things, and starting that business, and so looking at that and looking at the time frame as well. So I'm like, okay, what she did it, so that's another thing, because you might be at an age and like, man. You know what, man?
When did she start?
She was like in her 40s. She was in her 40s. So looking at her age, like, okay, you know what? So and that's another thing too.
It's never too late.
It's never too late, because you might be at an age, and sometimes you might have to go back and see different story, like of people that accomplished something at that age. If you KFC occurring, if you're in your 60s, you can say, you know what, it's possible. He was 63. If you're in your 70s, you got to look at some of these people that accomplished in their old age and never give up.
And I think Steve Harvey became a millionaire at 60.
He was in his 50s.
Oh, 50s, not 60s.
I think he was late 40s, early 50s.
No, he became a millionaire
in his 50s.
60s, he says.
60s? Yeah, maybe he's 60s, and he's 66 now.
No.
He's in his 60s now.
Really?
He's definitely 60s.
Oh, probably 50s.
50s. Yeah, so, but you got to look at these different stories. And so, things that can keep, because that's how it's going to keep, like, yo, if they could do it, I could do it. We're not saying compare. We're not comparing, no, but let it inspire you. Look at and think about, okay, you know what? They was in their 40s. They was in their 50s. They was 30-something, this and that. Like, yo, if they could do it, I could do it. So keep these stories in the back of your head, in the back of your mind, so that every now and then, when you're going through trouble, when you're going through a situation, you're in a storm, you say, you know what? If the current to do it like me, if I'm looking at my mother. If my mother to do it, she went through everything that she went through and still was able to be successful and take care of family and have a business. You know what? I could do it.
Do it too, yeah.
Yeah, I could do it.
So I think that's the wrap.
Yeah, that's the wrap.
In today's visionary episode. And we hope that this inspired you and did something inside of you to say, you know what, let me get up, dust myself off, and start working on my future, because like I said, nobody's here to rescue you.
No, it's your time.
You gotta do it. You gotta get up and do it. Craft that powerful vision for your future, for this 2024. You don't even have to think 5 years in. Just do 12 months.
12 months, yes.
12 months, and see how you're gonna come out by December 31st. Let's do an introspection. Let's go back and check how you did.
Yes.
But you can even do like weekly or monthly or quarterly checks to say, am I still on track? Am I going towards where I want to go? Because another goal of mine is going to South Africa in December. And I want that to happen every other year, maybe for now, and then sooner, and then every year. Because if you look at it, if I go every year, it means I see my family once every so often, you know, and life is not forever. And it's also to think that if somebody passes, I haven't seen them in so long, you know. So it's part of my goal that I want to do it as frequent as possible, even as many times a year as possible if I can. But for now, realistically speaking, I'll say every other year, and hopefully it will turn into every year, and then from every year will turn
twice a year,
turn into as often as I want to. Right. So remember that a clear vision is like a compass, you know, the one that you use when you go camping, guiding you towards success and fulfillment. So keep at it. Don't give up. Keep your eyes on the prize, and don't let anything, not even your spouse, not even your friend, coochie, let anything blur your sight, and don't allow anybody to dim your light as well. Okay,
don't let no one dim your light.
So until next time, chillers. But before we sign off, I want to remind you once again, press that
subscribe button, share the video.
Yeah, also listen to our audio platforms. And then till next time, keep dreaming big, dream big, plan big, yes, and act boldly.
It's your time, but you gotta see it. Do you see it? Yes, do you see it?
Stay awesome. And here's to, if I had a glass, I would be saying, let's toast it. To a visionary 2024. To a great 2024. To a successful 2024. To a prosperous 2024. To a bigger, better, brighter 2024.
Yes.
On that
note, it's your time. It's your year. Yes.
Have a great year. We are rooting for you.
Yes, we're rooting for you.
We are excited for you. We know you're going to win. You're going to make it.
Yes.
Let's celebrate at the end of this year, because we started it strong. We started it right. Go and implement. Write that vision down. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Yes.
On that note, I want to say thank you for tuning in.
Deuces.
Take care.
We said peace.
Bye-bye.